The vicar's in the pulpit speaking. Overhead the roof is leaking. There's some problem with the spire, and the finances are dire. His challenge is for all to chip in extra cash to stop the dripping. Now, sitting in the pew all ears is Weasely Selgran. It appears that if he felt the price was good, he'd sell his granny. Yes, he would. He's a very dodgy geezer. He's a grasper. What's more, he's a guy who's always very flash and does all business deals in cash. With twitchy whiskers, pointed nose, the other name by which he goes is Weasel. So it's no surprise he's got such bright and beady eyes. And all that full-strength builder's tea has made his teeth brown as can be. He's a wheeler-dealer, bodger, wide boy builder, skilled tax dodger. Yes, the Weasel always sees those juicy opportunities. So he says, "Come on, Vicar, face it. You're going to have to just replace it. I suggest I estimate the all-in price at my best rate. Now, so we're both above suspicion, I've listed all the competition with contact names as you can see. Of course, none of them as good as me." 1 week on, the bids arrive. Altogether there are 5. Vicar opens Wesley's quote and reading very quickly notes with increasing irritation Weasel's sloppy punctuation. It's a mess. The vicar sees several excess apostrophes, but what leaves him most surprised is an incorrectly capitalised letter there that's following a semicolon. There's a thing. No point getting all annoyed, though. Just that Wesley should avoid those interphrase dependencies and stick to simple sentences. The vicar checks the other bids. There's Fred's and James and Ben's and Sid's. Each one of them just gets short shrift. Compared to them, Weasel's a gift. Their quotes are crazy, all sky high, but some things caught the vicar's eye. He murmurs, "Now that is amazing. All 4 have erroneous phrasing. What's required, it seems to me, is a semicolonoscopy." After several hours of work, he's seen that self-same grammar quirk from Fred, Sid, Ben, and even James, but still not twigged that all the names have been made up. In Weasel's list, those other builders don't exist. It's just a ruse, a ploy, a racket, just so Weasel makes a packet. Unaware of Weasel's cheating, Vicar calls a planning meeting, asks each builder to attend it, bring his quote and recommend it. Now, I should say between me and you, the Weasel's rotten through and through. That fake quotation wheeler dealing makes his prices seem appealing, but he's got a range of ploys 'cause Weasel's in with all the boys. There's kickbacks from his slush fund kitty to the town planning committee, the chairman, and the members who've all guaranteed his plan's approval. There's prearranged percentage payments for the local estate agents. When a house with nice big plot comes up, he's in there like a shot. Makes an offer, always buys it before they've even advertised it. Splits the garden, builds some flats. That's one more for the plutocrats. Wesley's in the meeting, waiting, worrying his price-inflating big quotation scam is blown as he sits there all alone, 'cause Ben and James and Sid and Fred are only names inside his head. He's thinking, will the vicar shout, "Today your sins have found you out"? However, Vicar doesn't want to be too blunt or cause affront, so says, "Let's cut straight to the chase. They should be in lower case, these characters that start a phrase, this B, this D, and these 2 A's. I know 'twas your intent, and so avoid a lengthy sentence. Oh, I know it's just a little thing." But Weasel's now not listening, 'cause chasing money more and more has pushed him way outside the law. So when the vicar used the words lengthy sentence, what occurred to Weasel wasn't inept grammar, but a long stretch in the slammer. Alarming thoughts come tumbling in. He thinks, will Vicar dob me in? Will my Facebook friends unfriend me? Will a hit squad apprehend me? Break the door down? Open fire? Will it be a Black Mariah? Will the policeman search for loot or beat me up or prosecute? Will the jury like me face and will the judge be a Freemason? Will it be, now take him down? Will the missus hang around? Will prison food upset my tummy? Will my cellmate be too chummy? Will the cell be too bijou? Oh, what am I gonna do? A spiralling panic attack sends icy shivers down his back as Weasel breaks a clammy sweat. But Vicar's thinking how to get more cash in the collection plates, because the spire's in dire straits. Deep in thought, he murmurs, "If some rich parishioner could give about £200 a week, I reckon we could get that leak fixed up within a couple of years, and then this problem disappears." Seized by anxious paranoia, Weasel's sure he can't avoid a lengthy sentence in the jail without succumbing to blackmail. Though that word was never used, he's overheard, then misconstrued all the vicar's mumbled musing, and it seems there's no refusing. So now, each Sunday without fail, because no one wants to go to jail, each time the collection plate goes round, someone donates £200. Who? The vicar doesn't have a clue. But Wesley sat there in the pew, with bitter, twisted lack of grace on his twitchy, whiskered, sour face.